Hey guys, good day. Congratulations on the new year 2025. I wish peace and kindness to every family. Be healthy, happy, and full of energy. And most importantly, may all your dreams come true. Today we're back together again to test a sedan that is cooler than any other sedan on the planet from any country. Any car brand in the under $100,000 price segment in terms of powertrain, equipment, interior trim, and software. Considering it costs $55. There are quite a few people I know who have moved from different cars to the Denza Z9 GT. It's a sedan, and they moved to a GT. When I reviewed the GT, there was no sedan yet. This is the first time we've seen it now. And I was asked to do a review on the sedan because it's more tricked out on the inside and it has a slightly different suspension setup. So, make yourself comfortable and let's start the review. All right, get ready. 2 powertrains to choose from. Hybrid, 1,070 horsepower, 3.6 seconds to 100. All-wheel drive, 2 electric motors in the back, 1 in the front, plus an engine generator, 2-liter turbo for 250 horses up front. But, as we understand it, the real horsepower here is 820, because the engine generator doesn't really help the car. At high speed, it only pushes it so that the battery does not drop, and you can safely drive this car at 200 kilometers per hour. Pure electric version. 2 electric motors at the back, 1 at the front. And they're a bit more powerful. Total power of 960 horses, with acceleration of 3.4 seconds to 100. The battery in the hybrid is 38 kilowatt hours. The pure electric version has 100 kilowatt. Naturally, it's all-wheel drive. The rear wheels steer, and you can turn on the spot like a compass. You know what's really convenient? I often use it in the U8. I'll show you now. For example, I saw a spot on the right where I can park. But I don't want to reverse parallel park. I just want to swing the nose in. I swung the nose in. Pressed here. And here. Turned.
Stop.
And that's it. You saw this on the U8, but it costs $160,000, and this one is $55. Yes, it's definitely tire wear. But this is not often used. It's a forced measure, and it's very good when there is such an opportunity. As for the crab mode, I really don't know why you may need it. I just don't understand. Well, when and how to use it. Well, it's cool, yeah, kind of unusual. But I don't understand how to use it. Personally, it's useless for me because in Shenzhen, I don't understand how to find a situation where a crab is needed. I don't know. Probably many of you thought the same thing. But you can't remove this feature either because it goes with the car, simply because the rear wheels are steering here. The wheels are the same here, 255 by 40. R21 are the top ones. And the brakes are disc ventilated, perforated all around. I came to deflate the tires. It was 2.9 everywhere. Those acquaintances of mine who switched to this car told me that I was too harsh about its soundproofing. I said it was slightly below average, as I recall. Here is the 40th profile. At that time, my tires were overinflated, and I wasn't allowed to deflate them. I have now deflated the tires. and it has definitely become quieter. Yes, apparently low-profile tires make a lot of noise when they are overinflated. An acquaintance switched to this car from the BMW 7 Series and said he didn't notice any difference in the soundproofing. Those who switched from two acquaintances who switched from the Zeekr 01 restyled, they said it's quieter here than in 001 and significantly quieter. Let's measure it now. And now imagine if the badge here was, for example, of some German brand, like Porsche, okay? Porsche on the steering wheel, on the hood, and on the back. How much would they sell a car like this for? For some reason, it seems to me, if they sell the top Panamera, how much do they want for it? 250, right? I think they would sell this car for $350,000, no less. And then they would shout to the whole world that they outdid everyone in technologies. Look at the batteries. Look at the power unit, considering it also has a consumption of 7 liters in the city. $55,000 here. 55, I emphasize. Unlike the Gran Turismo version, the sedan is a little different inside and it's quieter. For example, the GT has a big crystal-shaped gear selector here, and I didn't like it, to be honest. It's been removed here at all. And the selector moved here. Everything is calm here now. Eyeglass case. Alcantara, 2 places for wireless phone charging, 50 watts here and here. There are buttons for controlling the suspension, hazard lights button, start-stop, wheel control. In general, everything important is here. And now, those who constantly complain that there are no buttons and climate control on the tablet, it's inconvenient, will have a heart attack. Get ready, guys. Here, controlling the climate is more convenient than with any buttons. Any. I'm driving, looking straight ahead, right? I don't want to push any buttons. I don't want to, and I don't want to look away. So why do I have to do it? If I need to at that moment when I can't look away, but I want to change the temperature there or add blowing strength. Wherever I put my 3 fingers, here or here or here, for example, just by touch, blindly. Wherever I put my fingers on this huge tablet, I now move left-right. And I can easily change the strength of the blow. See? From 1 to 7. Wherever I touch. If I start moving up and down, I change the temperature. That's all. There's practically no plastic except for some decorative elements. From top to bottom, everything is completely covered. Here too, and here, and the door panels from top to bottom. It's all Napa faux leather, which... nicer than the faux leather in the E-Class and the BMW 5 Series. And in the Audi A6. It's definitely nicer than the Audi A6. Audi seems to me to be losing out to Mercedes and BMW materials. So for $55,000, they just outdid everyone. Including their Chinese competitors. It has a refrigerator that opens on both sides. 2 buttons allow you to open the door. You can simply open it with the button and then open it by hand. For those who, let's say, feel that it's too cramped here and a car door might hit the neighboring car. But if there's enough space, you can press here, with the second button, and then the door will open completely. Naturally, you can also close it with this button or the brake pedal. Today, the average monthly salary in China after taxes is $1,300. In Poland, it's less. There, it's about $1,000 after taxes, if not less. And in some countries around Poland, it's the same situation. If Chinese hands are now more expensive than in Central Europe, why don't the Germans move all their production to Central Europe, to the same Poland, and make cars cheaper? I still don't understand this point personally. The interior in the sedan is cooler than in the GT version. 2 screens. They are located above the tables. The screens have... the cameras coming out, here and here. Exactly the same screens as in Yangwang. Exactly the same. $55,000. Look what's happening. 1. 2. I can raise the seat. If I want, I can adjust the backrest a bit more. This was my maximum position. This seat has the same features. Moreover, there was also double glazing here. And there's also a sunshade. By the way, there's also a shade at the back. Document holders. All of this is completely covered with the same top-quality Napa faux leather as here. The materials are amazing, of course. All right, the screen here is the same as in Yanwan. I can already see it. These are the same screens. Look, there are 2 places for wireless charging here. 50 watts both here and there. There are 2 charging ports. And also we have 2 cup holders. Ah, wait, there's another refrigerator here. Two mirrors with lighting. And just like in the front, I can press a button and it will just slightly open. And by the way, my seat immediately returns to the standard position when it sees me getting out. Or I can open the door with this button. Double glazing, wood trim, Deviolette music. I'll add the number of speakers, and they are even in the headrests here, and from top to bottom, here too, and even inside, and even the floor here. It's all made of the highest quality Napa artificial leather. It's got cameras instead of mirrors. I was only given the car for 1 day. However, it was very uncomfortable for the first, probably, hour and a half. In the end, I got used to it. The guys who switched to the Denza Z9 GT told me it's all a matter of a couple of hours. And it's true. I got used to it and didn't really feel any difference by the evening. In my opinion, the sedan looks nicer from the back than the GT. That's just my taste. The refrigerator, I think, definitely will. 375 liters. The refrigerator at the back took up a bit of space. I was told that here, unlike in the GT, the suspension is tuned slightly differently. Perhaps under critical loads, yes, but at speeds up to 140, I don't feel it. To me, it's absolutely the same. In Sport Plus mode, it's a very sharp car, but stiff. On the Autobahn, it is not felt, but in the city, I would drive in comfort mode. Then there is no question at all about the softness of the ride. And by the way, even in comfort, it handles quite well. The Mercedes EQS in comfort is softer, but it wobbly. The hybrid has a 3.6 to 100. As for such horses, and the hybrid, I repeat, the actual working horses have somewhere around 800 plus. The acceleration figures are not the fastest. It's because it's heavy. Firstly, its dimensions. It's 5.2 meters long. Wheelbase 3,125. Secondly, you carry a power bank with you, which will allow you to go camping out of town. Alternatively, you can drive purely on electric in the city if you charge regularly at night. For people buying a car for 55 grand, saving on fuel might matter. Moving on, there are 3 electric motors here, 2 at the back, and that's also weight, but they allow you to park sideways. The maximum clearance is 15 centimeters, which is generally passable. I still don't like the badge on this car. I don't like the weak recuperation. They skimped on that, as in the Gilevich.eng L9, as well as my U8. I don't like the screen in the center. There are no questions about its quality. I just don't like it aesthetically. It's too big. But it should be understood that today, for example, young people in China actually like this. They immediately turn on autopilot in traffic jams and watch content. Other than that, for this price, considering what they offer here, I can't even imagine what one could possibly find fault with. Any minor flaws will be fixed with over-the-air updates. That's it, folks. I tried to be brief and informative. Thank you all for your attention. Happy New Year again. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Don't forget to subscribe. We have a lot of crazy spaceships waiting for us this year. Share your thoughts. We will discuss them. I'll say goodbye and see you again.